How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be cards to avoid in Hockey Ultimate Team right now, NHL 22. So basically, these ones are going to be ones you definitely don't want to buy, and I feel like they're not really worth their price at all. So again, I'm going to be doing this every single Wednesday now. Basically just cards to avoid, and it'll be really nice because you'll see a lot of cards you get from Friday, the new cards, and Wednesday the new team of the week. So it'll be a lot of refreshing cards to see, and to see the ones that I think you should definitely avoid. All right, so without further ado, let's get it started now. And my first card that I will select in this who to avoid one is going to be Matthew Tkachuk, any version in general, really, but I'm talking about basically the X Factor and Team of the Week versions. Okay, so like this one right here is not a good card. 85 Matthew Tkachuk, 6'2", 202, 84 Excel, 84 speed. Not a card that really is going to be fun to use. Very slow, very clunky, not very usable. Yeah, he has workhorse, so it helps out his Excel and his endurance, but not anything to be really excited about. And he's a winger. I don't want my wingers to be slow. Your winger's supposed to be fast. If you're going to have a slow forward, it has to be a center, in my eyes. You should not have any wingers that are slow, because that's going to drag you down. And you're not going to play someone that has 61 faceoffs at center as well. Even though I don't believe faceoff rating's that important, I still think it'd be very foolish to play Matthew Tkachuk at any position, honestly. I don't think he's a good card, and his price is definitely, not worth it. You're seeing him go for like 30K. I don't know why you would spend 30K on this card. It's just not, it's not good at all. It's really not. And yeah, superstar ability is crease crasher, which is nice. But again, I mean, unless you're a player that literally just doesn't care about speed at all and just want a player that can just go to the net hard, get rebound, tip opportunities. I mean, I guess Tkachuk could be your guy, but overall, I mean, it's still really not that good of a card. So Matthew Tkachuk in general, I'd avoid him at all costs, personally. Any version. I mean, his X Factor, you name it. I just don't think it would be a very good card to go after. He's just not good. I mean, I don't know how to say it. He's just not good. I mean, his X Factor card doesn't go for too much, but even at his peak of 85, it's 84 Excel, 84 Excel, 84 speed. And I mean, he's got speed, so that's not that bad. I'll give you that. Okay, X Factor's not that bad compared to the Team of the Week. That's the main one to avoid. Though, the Team of the Week Tkachuk. Do not buy the Team of the Week Tkachuk for 30K. That would be absolutely a scam, I'd say. I really would. I really would say that's a scam. All right. So moving on to the next one now. And this next one is going to be an icon. It's going to be a left-handed D-man right here. It's going to be a defenseman. Hope he's on the market. If not, he is on the market. Perfect. Chris Pronger, Icon Edition. I think you should definitely avoid this card at all costs. I really do believe that. Right now, especially for his value. So he's around 200K right now on Xbox. But yeah, he's 6'6", 220. Love the size on him and everything. But 80 Excel. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. And you could say, oh, put Fly the Zone on. Yeah, but that his Excel's not going to be really doing much. Like, it's not worth it. Pronger's not worth investing into. Yeah, I guess it's an 85 speed with Fly the Zone, but even that's not that great. And think of it like this. This is my logic. They get a tier unlocked every month. So Chris Pronger, yeah, he'll get tier 3 unlocked next month. He will remain at 85 speed even with Fly the Zone active, right? It won't be until December where Chris Pronger will get another speed bump. And then it won't be until February where he gets another speed bump. So Pronger will get to like 91 speed, 92 speed by the end of the year, where it's like even like a usable card. So, I mean, I know he's 6'6" and everything. You don't need to be 99 speed. I get it. But like, there's going to be a lot of better options than him, I think. And there's going to be bigger D-men, not bigger D-men, but like D-men of his size, or a little bit shorter, that will be a little bit faster and a little bit better, right? Like, I'd rather have Victor Hedman than Chris Pronger. I would. I really would. Like his X Factor, like Hedman, you know what I mean? I know that card is an icon Pronger, no doubt, because that's a card that's going to be getting upgrades and can upgrade a lot faster, first of all, than Pronger, because cards like Hedman can get +2s per month. Pronger will never get a +2. He'll get a +1 at most, unless he gets an MSP card, like a Master Set item. That would be the only chance, but that's not a guarantee at all. It's taking a gamble, and there's always a gamble with your coins at this point in the year. It's very early. You got to be very smart with your coins. So Chris Pronger definitely is a card I would absolutely avoid at all costs. I really would. The next one is going to be DENIS as well. He's another one that just is extremely slow, and his Excel is not good. So and he's 6'2", 205. So if you don't like Pronger as well, I mean, I mean, if Pronger's not one as well, I would invest in and buy. Definitely POTVIN would not be, because he's even shorter and he has very similar speed. Yes, he's a distributor, so he gets to the 87 speed. But again, it's another one that won't be upgrading. Like, his speed will not be upgrading for the next month and a half, like next month basically. Like, November comes, he's still 87 speed with distributor, so it's not that great. It's really not that great at all. So definitely POTVIN is not a guy you want to have on your team. He's just not gonna be good for your team long term. He's got a good shot, everything, which is nice, but overall, it's not a card that I think is really worth buying. I mean, 200K for this card, I don't know. There's just going to be better options, and better options quick. So definitely do not get POTVIN. I think it'd be a very, very foolish decision to get him. All right, now let's move on to some other ones now, and I'm going to go to some X factors that definitely you try to avoid at all costs, and really starting off with some of these. I personally think that cards like, I'm not in love with cards like Hellebuck, because I mean, they're goalies at the end of the day. I wouldn't be like going crazy for the goalies. Couturier is not that great, sadly. Like, it's 86 speed, 85 excel. It's not horrible, but another one that he's got to get a lot of upgrades for him to be pretty usable. But I wouldn't say I would avoid Couturier at all costs by any means. Stone I would consider avoiding, but he does have distributor, so it makes his speed a little bit more usable. 6'3", 202, but overall I wouldn't really go too crazy for him at all. So those are just a couple I'd mention when it comes to X factors. But moving on to the next cards now, let's keep on the Mark Stone train, okay? And that train will be right here with the Vegas Golden Knights. Mark Stone, and it's going to be the 85 overall edition Mark Stone here. And Mark Stone 85 I would definitely avoid, because I feel like Mark Stone in general, 85 overall, is way, way, way too slow. And yeah, he does have distributor, but 84 speed, and you're spending about 10K for that. I don't think it's really worth it. It's definitely a card to avoid. I would not want Mark Stone base card on my team. Definitely not. Even if I had 83s, I'd rather have than Mark Stone probably. So yeah, definitely do not use base Mark Stone. I really don't think he's good. So moving on to the next one though. It's going to come in from the Florida Panthers here. And for some reason, this guy always gets done dirty. That's going to be Alexander Barkov, 85 or 86 overall edition. He's just too slow. I mean, Alexander Barkov, 6'3", 84 speed. And you're spending, what, like 30K on this card? And there's definitely better options than him. Many better center options than him for 30K. I would definitely not want this Barkov on my team. He has got good face-offs, but again, I wouldn't be, sacrificing more speed for Barkov. I really wouldn't. So yeah, overall, I mean, I think Barkov is a card you definitely need to avoid. 30K, there's just not enough here for me to say you should go out and get Alexander Barkov's team of the week item for 30K. It just doesn't really make sense to me. His shot's kind of average. It's not bad, but it's not anything crazy. Thief's nice again for his face-offs and all that. His shooting gets a little bit boosted off the rush. I mean, nice, that kind of helps, but not like an insane ability where you really feel like, if it was like wheels, if he had like wheels or something, now that would be more intriguing and something that I'd really make note of when it comes to Alexander Barkov. But nah, overall, I wouldn't be getting this card. I just wouldn't. I think it'd be really foolish. Okay. So moving on to the next one now, and this next one is going to be a goalie. We gotta show some goalies as well. And this is a goalie that I've actually used on my PlayStation account, and I'm gonna be honest, I have not liked him so far. And it's going to be Andrei Vasilevskiy. So I don't think Vasilevskiy is a good card in this game. And I don't think he ever really is in any NHL game. People say they might like him in NHL 21. I didn't like him at all. Every time I use him, he always seems like he's a disaster. 6'3", 225. He's got Gladiators of Synergy. He has his ability of Last Stand. It's reaction time and save ability on breakaways and penalty shots, which again, not that important, that's for sure, because I mean, unless you have a lot of breakaways and penalty shots, which you control, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. So I would say Andrei Vasilevskiy, decent card for sure, decent card, but not a card that I would recommend for this price. And the X Factor is the same thing. I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't. I feel like it's a card to avoid. Vasilevskiy is not a good goalie, and a card that you definitely should not go after. So let's keep it on the goalie train as well here. Let's move on to another team, and it's going to be from the Colorado Avalanche. It's going to be the alumni Colorado Avalanche. So I can guess where I'm going with this now. And it's going to be Patrick Waugh. So Patrick Waugh is going for a stunning amount of coins. Yes, he has the butterfly effect, which is exceptional reflex when dropping and making a low save and butterfly, which is nice, but unless you have a player that's shooting 5 every shot, it's really not that important. He's 6'2", 190, so really not good size at all. And I mean, realistically, you can say it's just NHL, like the video game. Why is it big goalies the meta? I mean, in real life, big goalies are pretty much the meta, like overall. Like you can't really have like small goalies in the game. So Patrick Waugh, I don't like him at all. 80 aggression. I mean, not that I have anything against Patrick in real life, but Patrick Waugh, 88 overall edition. I just feel like there's better options than him for a lot cheaper as well. Leonard, Bishop, just very simple solutions rather than spending 300K on an icon. Only reason I would ever buy this card, or even I go as far as saying for my my own favorite team, the Devils, Brodeur. I mean, which is because if you're a fan of the team, like I'm a Devils fan, I want Brodeur. I'm a Avalanche fan, I want them. That's the only reason I'd say, because 6'2" is not a good enough height in this game. You will get exposed. Maybe not right now. Maybe they'd be okay for now, but as the year goes on, they will get worse. They will get worse, and they will get exposed when higher shots are coming out. They just won't be able to hang, even if their overall goes up, because their height won't go up. That's the difference. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to the goalies. Make sure you avoid those two, definitely. Any small goal you should avoid, really. That's a little tip for you. But moving on to the next one. Now, this one may be a little bit controversial. It's in the thumbnail as well, you can see. But it's going to be from the Pittsburgh Penguins, okay? And it's going to be MSP Jaromir Jagr. So you're probably thinking, well, Henreek, he's only 200K. Why wouldn't I buy him? Henreek, his shots 94, 96, 94, 96. Guys, I kid you not, even with distributor active, this card feels like an 80 speed card. I don't know why, but he is so slow and does not feel good at all out there. Playing him at center might be the only possible solution to how he feels, but even that, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't even know if it's worth it. So Jaromir Jagr, 91 overall, please avoid this card. I just don't think it's what you want. It's just not a card that you probably would like. I don't like it. I tried him as lone card. I didn't like him at all. His shot didn't even feel that good either. So he has distributor or workhorse, so he can help his excel out, but a magician or well-rounded. So really not anything too crazy at all. Really not too crazy at all. So I would not buy this Jagr card. And you can say it's 200K. It's only 200K, Henreek. But it's only 200K, Henreek. But it doesn't matter, actually, because I don't really think it has enough value to be worth it. I just really don't. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Jagr. He's just not, to me, he's not worth it. He's just simply not worth it. And the same thing goes to a lot of goalies, and again, that aren't really tall enough, like Fleury, 6'2". As I've mentioned, the goalies are just not worth it, okay? And players like Stan Mikita, when you simply have a 5'9" player, and they're not even fast at 85, 85 speed, these things aren't worth getting, you know? You have to keep that in mind, especially the icons, when they upgrade, their speed's not even going up that much. Gotta think months down the road, is that gonna be worth it? 4 times than not, no. So keep that in mind. In general, just lay off the small goalies and make sure you lay off icons that aren't gonna upgrade fast with their speed and everything like that. So that's pretty much it though, guys. Hope you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you want to see more of these in the future. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, what you want to see next week. And if you did enjoy it, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's, and join the Discord to talk to me, 1,000 subscribers of the channel. And as always, I will see you all in the next video.